Come on, Ron. Don't touch me. Daddy!
Sexy time.
We love you.
Senor, just touch hands. Yeah, like that. Yeah, that's nice. Joanne doesn't want to be on camera, but she's glad I'm home. So I'm back home. First day back after Colombia. Still trying to process all that. Amazing trip. Now I'm back to regular home dad business running duties. I was really hoping to show you one of the new trucks that I got. Not new, but it's something that was in the body shop. Was supposed to be done today. It's not here. Not done. A little upset about it, so I won't get to see it till next week. We'll check it out then. I wanted to talk real quick about some of the things I found when I was shooting this vlog, and still on the fence about whether I'm going to keep doing it as frequently as I was in Colombia, because that was crazy. I love the shooting. I love watching the vlogs to see all the stuff that we did and have that memory always. So cool. So my camera stuff in Colombia took an absolute beating. Start with my tripod. So this I would set for static shots or clamp it onto something. It's a flexible leg tripod. And it's got this piece on here where you can put the iPhone. You can slide it in there and it holds the iPhone in. Well, somehow I lost the nut for it. It vibrated out somewhere and that's gone. About 2 days in, so just before I left, the night before I got this Rode mic set up, which I had to like jerry rig to make work on my phone because I didn't have this special adapter. But brand new mic, I bought it, ran around to Best Buy the night before I left, and I kept this inside by hard plastic case that was on the back of the motorcycle, and somehow the vibration, I guess, caused the back of this mic, take this off, it caused the back of the mic to come unscrewed, and it actually, this is the whatever piece this plugs into. This has a wire inside of it, which it's really small. I don't know if you can see it. This actually came unscrewed, came apart, and it ripped the wires out. Don't know how that happened, but I went the rest of the trip with no external mic. And I thought the audio sound was kind of crappy a lot of times. I couldn't be in any windy situations because all you would hear was wind. So that didn't work for me. Some of the stuff I tried with the GoPro, because I figure, motorcycle, we got to be able to see stuff from the bike. I wanted to clamp my GoPro onto the bike because it had some crash bars on it and stuff where I could clamp onto, and you get the better view, the viewpoint where the camera's down low and not so flat when it's on your helmet. So I figured I'd use this clamp, and I slide the GoPro in here to the shoe mount. I clamped that on the bike. Well, that didn't work at all. It just transferred all the vibration from the bike into the camera, I guess, and the whole video was shaky and unusable. I know I mentioned my DJI Osmo Mobile setup for the gimbal, which is cool, but cumbersome because you got to turn the thing on and you're turning the phone on. I don't want to mention the Filmic Pro app again on my iPhone. A total nightmare. Total nightmare. I lost probably like 2 hours worth of footage, especially at the waterfalls in Villavicencio. When I got back to our next destination to try and start do editing, it was gone. The app was locking up constantly. Don't recommend it. But what I had to do with this was, since I wanted to run the external mic on this, which made the whole setup very heavy, I would have to have a wire plugged into the phone. Well, unfortunately, the phone slides in this way, so you'd have to leave it like, I don't know, a half inch, 3/4 of an inch off the end of it, and that would make it unbalanced. It wouldn't balance itself, so I had to put a counterweight on the one side with some Velcro tape, and I had a keychain from Bubba Gump Shrimp, which is this right here. It looks like a bottle cap, but it's pretty heavy, so I just Velcroed that onto the side of it. Counterweight. It just made it cumbersome because the whole rig was so heavy between the bottle cap, phone, the whole mic setup, which this was not the right way to do it, but this is all I had at the time. I had this other sound equalizer type thing. It's a heavy piece of metal with a battery in it. Had this with the mic on it, and I had this, and then the phone. I mean, it was holding like a 10-pound weight. So it was not working. Overly complicated setup that I feel like wasn't worth it. I got some great smooth fluid shots with the gimbal because that's what it does. But doing it for like selfie vlog type stuff, it was not worth the hassle. So I'm going to see about getting a better option like I'm looking at the Canon G7X and possibly something else too, but something better than just using my phone, because going forward, I can't use my phone. It's too hard to use, and not to mention I'm on it all day long, so I'm gonna tie up the phone with video, and that's just not gonna be possible. The whole vlogging experience was very cool, I thought, for me. I don't know how cool it is to watch. Hopefully I did a good enough job where it wasn't real boring to watch. The editing portion was horrible. It took me, some nights it was 3 hours, some nights it was 7 hours to edit, and I'm trying to pump these things out every day when I'm on the road. Big mistake. I didn't really plan it out too well, so we got it done, but I felt like it took some years off my life. So going forward, what I want to do is come up with a game plan. If I'm going to do these vlogs, I need to have subjects, I need to have a timeline, I need to have some sort of an outline to work with so that I'm not just winging it every week, because I was winging it big time in Colombia. And I was kind of happy with the way it turned out. The whole experience was too much chaos for me. So I'm gonna see if I can figure this out, try and incorporate whatever audience is watching. So if there are things that you'd like to see me talk about when it comes to water features or running a business or life or whatever it is, let me know. I'd be happy to cover that. That being said, going forward, I'm gonna see how often I can do this. I don't see an everyday thing happening, but if I could do it a couple times a week, and then from there, if I can make it easier and I can make it so it's not taking over my life, I'll do it as much as I can, if that's what you'd like to see. Peace.
No, there ain't no stopping us. Fly without boarding pass.
I'll see you later.
Didn't even get to cross.